Hi guys, it's Louis, the Autistic Executive. I was recently asked to give my opinion about my experience with autism and just my overall view of it. I was diagnosed later in life at 40 years old. A friend of mine had, I was talking to him about dating, and I said, well, when you say a certain thing to someone, they're supposed to come back, with a few permutations that may make a little bit of a difference in the way that they come back. But overall, these are the types of things that a person should do when responding to a particular thing. And he said, have you ever thought about maybe you have Asperger's or something? Come to find out, he was quite right. And I have been on this journey. It's only been 3 years. From the get-go, I never had any kind of shame about it. I know that there are some significant challenges that come with it for me as an individual, and they have to do with socialization, social anxiety, those sorts of things. But despite that, I've been a small business owner. I've been an executive. I've been on many boards all over the world, served in public office, given tons of speeches, and I have to say it's not always easy. None of those things are. I think even for the average person, but certainly someone on the spectrum. But the gifts that I receive in exchange far outweigh any of that. I mean, the ability to really get into a subject matter and become one with it very quickly, to being able to juggle so many things at one time, to be able to learn it at the rate that I do, my ability to speak multiple languages is really high as a result. All of those are amazing gifts. I also happen to be a gay man, and I would have no any kind of shame surrounding that. It's just who I am. Being autistic is who I am. And I wrote an article in the Advocate magazine about the difference between saying a person with autism and being autistic. And the fact is that autism is not a disease. It's a neurological difference, just like being gay is a difference. It's just who we are, how we turned out, and there's no shame in that. It's not a sin to be autistic, and there's nothing to cure. There's nothing to try to change. There are some things that I suppose we have to learn. I had to go to etiquette school. I took some theater courses, speech courses. I had some periods of mutism, so I didn't speak for a little bit. I stuttered, all kinds of things. But there were things that I did that helped with that a lot. And those things can be learned. I think some of the other gifts, you have them or you don't, and the vast majority of autistic people that I know are very gifted, wonderfully creative, 360-degree people who are incredibly loyal and truthful and upfront, forthright, don't split hairs about things. These are all wonderful, wonderful qualities that are intrinsic to a lot of autistic people. Why would I see it as anything other than a gift? And so that's my experience with it. That's a little bit of my my journey. Coming out of the autism closet wasn't a big deal for me, and I know that other people may have some challenges with that, and I encourage them to explore those in their own time, in their own way, but to know and to have that it's a good thing, and to have courage through this journey. So anyway, thanks for the question, for the viewer that asked not to be mentioned, and I look forward to having more interactions with you guys. Thank you for joining me here in my hometown. of Toronto, Ontario, and good night to you all.